Hello designers, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is GIGI. I am a fashion designer based in London. In my channel, I do pattern making and sewing tutorial for women's wear and swimwear. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sew this triangle bikini top. If you haven't watched my video, how to make your own custom-made sewing pattern for this triangle bikini top, I highly recommend to watch. I'm going to link on the cards or in the description below. If you like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Now let's get started. Place your fabric on fold and cut for your main fabric. My one is going to be purple, so I'm going to cut 2 in the purple stretch fabric. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my lining. My lining one is going to be this beautiful neon color fabric. Again, cut 2. I like to place my fabric on fold because that way I just cut 2 pieces in one go. It makes it easier. You should have 2 each, 2 for your lining and then 2 for your main fabric. Now get your pattern and then mark down the notch. I'm going to do my notch for the 2 pieces. Those notch is very important, so make sure you do your notches. Again, repeating your lining. Now we need to cut our stripes. So we need to cut 2 stripes for the shoulder and 1 on my purple color for the underbust stripes, and then I'm going to cut another one on my neon color for the underbust. Because I want to use a different color for my understripe, so I want to use the 2 colors. So I'm going to cut 2 long stripes for the underbust. But if you want to use the same color, you just need to cut 2 stripes for the underbust. Now I'm going to cut my long stripe, which is the one's going to be on my underbust. So the measurement is 3 centimeters wide and between 110 centimeters long. But this is your preference. You can cut as long you want. Get your pattern, mark around 0.5 centimeter and then just trim a little bit. Don't trim too much. Repeat this for the 4 pieces. Mark 0.5 centimeters. And then just trim where we have the notch. Now we're going to stitch along there. Repeat with your lining. Go ahead in your sewing machine and then just stitch along. You can use a straight stitch. And don't forget to back stitch. Do this for the 4 pieces. As you can see here, nicely done. Now repeat for your lining as well. Like this, nicely done. If you're a beginner, take your time, and if you think it's gonna be hard for you, do a hand stitch first. Do like a blast stitch first, and then once you feel like, oh, it's fine, I'm happy with the stitch, and then use your sewing machine. That's my recommendation. Get your pattern, place with your lining right side together, and pin on the side. Pin here where we have that small seam allowance, pin on the top, and pin at the bottom as well. We're going to stitch along there. Get your pattern, place right side together with your lining, pin on the side, make sure your fabric is all aligned together. Pin at the bottom as well. Now we're going to stitch along there. Go ahead in your overlock machine if you have one. If you don't, use your sewing machine, but make sure you set it to a zigzag stitch if you're using your sewing machine. So what I like to do here, if you're using your overlock machine, when you sew and then you have that piece of thread left, so if you pull it back and then sew again, this is to make sure your thread is going to be nice and secure. So most people, they do this with like a needle. You get that piece of thread and then you push in with the needle, but because I'm so used to this, I just use my overlock machine. But you don't have to. Now sew on the other side as well. Just be careful you don't sew on that hole. We need that hole opening. Take your time when you do this part because it's a very small seam. You don't have to use this, your overlock machine for that part where we just have like a small seam. You can use your sewing machine as well. It will give you the same result, to be honest. Now sew down at the bottom. Now get your elastic. We're going to place elastic down the side, just from the top to the side, just like this. We don't need to attach elastic down at the bottom because it's going to be like a ruffle at the bottom. We don't want to have elastic there because otherwise it's going to be too much weight on it. Now repeat on the other top. Now we're going to do our stripes. Just fold in half. Do this for all of your stripe. Now go ahead in your machine and then just stitch along. I decided I'm not going to add the elastic for my stripes, but if you want to add the elastic, that's optional. Fold in half for your other stripe. Now stitch along. I really love this neon color, honestly, and I think the purple color and the neon color fabric is a really nice color combination. If you want to add elastic, that's optional, but I find out that I had the same finish, so my stripe was really turned out really good. So, but the only thing I would say, if you're making a triangle bikini top for someone who has got a bigger bust, I highly recommend to add elastic because that is going to give extra reinforcement to the top. Now turn your stripes right side out. Do this for your 4 stripes. And I'm using my loop turner. If you don't have one, you can use your safety pin. This is my long stripe. This is my long stripe as well for the neon color. I am obsessed with this color, honestly, designers. I love it. See how my stripes turn out really good even without elastic. So now get your toe cut down at the top just around 0.5 centimeters and place your stripe inside your top. Now we're going to stitch along. Use your sewing machine. I highly recommend to use your sewing machine because it gives you better finish when you use your sewing machine to attach the stripes. Because if you use the overlocker, the stripe tend to move around, especially for a beginner. So I like to use my sewing machine. Now just trim the excess fabric. Now pull your top right side out using your stripes. I'm using my scissors just to make sure the corner is nicely turned right side out. Now we're going to stitch a line to put our stripes. If you just follow where we have the opening in around, and then do the second one, start for where you have your opening. If you think it's gonna be difficult for you, what I recommend, if you just get a pen and then just mark with your pen and then you put your pin. Repeat with the other top. Now go ahead in your sewing machine and then we're going to stitch along. Use a straight stitch. Just do slowly, take your time. Now stitch on the other line where we just put the pins. Next we're going to do another line on the middle, so the space between those two lines should be 1 centimeter. So now repeat with the other one. Put your stripe through the hole that we did. Repeat with the other one. I like the fact that I did one stripe color is neon color and then the other one is pepper one. It gives a really nice look. And this is the final top, designers. Well done, you did it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you designers will enjoy this custom made triangle bikini top. Thank you so much. See you on my next video. Bye.